Good morning, students. Today we are going to see this chapter more on SQL. As we know that SQL stands for Structure Query Language, right? So we have already done this SQL in class 11 and we have also done in first term exams. Once again we are going to revise and see it in details because it is of 25 marks, straightway 25 marks in class 11 in your board exams. So therefore the very basic things is function in SQL. Lots of functions are available: string function, mathematical functions, date and time functions. So all these functions which are available we will discuss one by one and we will see it in our output. Okay, what we will write the queries based on tables and we'll see the output given on that. See, functions are a powerful and extensively used feature of SQL. In MySQL, data manipulation is done by using the queries with the functions, right? A function can be defined as a predefined set of commands that helps in performing certain operations to obtain single value as a result. Okay? So we have gone through many of the functions. Okay? And in this function, suppose here I will show you. Suppose this is the function. So how do we write the function? So suppose here it is given, this min function. We are seeing this min function. So a bracket is given. Whatever is given with the bracket is called a function. Mean, max, average, count, sum, all these are the functions, and we will write in the bracket whatever we will write in the bracket, that will be known as its argument. So let's start and see. Here a function can be defined as a set of predefined commands which when called performs certain operations and returns a single value. Okay? The syntax is select function name and the parameter from the table. So by default there is a dual table, that is the dummy table of SQL. We can calculate and we can execute these functions if it is not based on any table, right? See, while working with the standard library functions, the following points are to be kept in mind. The name of the column on which the function is to be executed must be enclosed within the braces, that is the parenthesis. Okay? See here, parentheses are given. In this way we will execute. Only one column can be specified within one set of parentheses. To be more than one function with a select statement, functions are written one after another separately by comma. Okay? So functions are separated by comma. Okay? In this way we will start. See, single row function. Single row function means the functions will select only the single row from the given table. And multiple row function, that is the aggregate function, like we have seen mean, max, average, count. All these are called multiple row functions. It will work on multiple row and it will give a single output, right? So we have gone through it number of times we have gone through it. See, single row function operates on a single value to return a single value. They can accept one or more argument but returns only one result per row. When applied to a table, they return a single result for every row of the queried table. We have done in class 11. We have gone through number of single row functions. Okay? They can be used with a select, where and order by clause. So these are the different types of commands which are used by single row functions, right? Basically here in this chapter we have to go through these many things. See, they are further categorized into string function. numeric function and date and time function, as I told you earlier. Okay, so multiple functions, these functions are termed as aggregate functions. Aggregate functions, mean, max, count, average, sum, all these are aggregate functions because they summarize the result of a query and return a single value calculated from all the values present in a column instead of providing a list of all the rows. Aggregate functions are also termed as a group functions, that is group by clause we use with these aggregate functions. Okay, and are so called because they operate on a group or aggregate of a tuples. Tuples are the records. The rows in a table are known as tuples. Okay, as shown in figure 8.3. Figure 8.3, this is figure 8.3. So as shown in figure 8.3, the result of an aggregate function is a single value. Let us discuss these functions in detail. See, it is given here, aggregate functions details. Average. Okay, in average what it is? Calculate the average of a set of values. Select average, column name from table, where condition we use, apply the condition and we can calculate the average. Then comes sum. Okay, calculates the sum of the values. Select sum, column name from table, where condition. Max, calculates the maximum value from the given table of the column of the table. Then count, it counts the total number of records from the given table. Then min, it counts the minimum data value from the given column. Okay, so aggregate functions are used to implement calculations based upon a particular column. These functions always return a single value. Let us discuss some of the commonly used aggregate functions such as sum, average, count, mean, max, etc. based on the table. Student present inside the database school. So first of all, the operations we know. First of all, we create a database. Then we enter into the database using the using command. Use database this. Okay. Then after that what we do? We create table. Then we insert data into the table, and after inserting the data we use such type of functions based on the data. See, a table is given, student. This is the table student and this is the table fee. What are the columns here? Roll number, name, gender, marks and date of birth. These are the different records. Okay, 10 records are there. Name, gender, marks and date of birth. Here in this table, these are the records. 5 records are here. 6 records are here. Now based on this, the sum function is going to be performed. See, the sum function returns the total sum of numeric columns. It gives the arithmetic total of all the values present in the particular column. It also accepts only one argument, which of the entire range value are to be summarized upon, right? Either on the basis of column name or a valid expression involving the column name. Sum function always takes argument of integer type only. Sum of string and date type data are to be defined. See, select sum marks. Marks column is here. We are going to do the sum of all these total data. So for this, and the output will be given at the last. Here the output total value will be given. So we are going to sum all these values. For that we have written select sum marks. Marks column पे हम पूरा ये sum निकालेंगे from student. Which table? Student table. Got it? displays the sum of all the marks in the table student, right? And see the value, the output you will get in this way. When you will will sum all these, you will get this value. So sum function is used to find the total value of a particular column. Now average. See, average function is used to find the average value of any column or expression based on the column. It also accepts only one argument, which of the entire range of value are to be taken average of, either on the basis of the column name or a valid expression involving the column name. Like sum function, average function always takes argument of integer type only. Average of string and date type data is not defined. Null value are not included in the calculations. That means null will not work. If the null value is there in the table, that in that case average will be omitted. Average of that column will be omitted. That record will be omitted. Okay? Select average marks from students. This command shall display the average of all marks in the table student. See, average. Full marks column, it is being added, and then its average is taken out by this function average marks, and this is the average given here, right? So that's all for today. You must join the online classes. If you lose your online classes, that means you are losing everything. So I hope you all will join your online classes. In online classes you will be able to see the practical executions of whatever the functions we are learning now. Thank you.